Welp, I ended up visiting both cabins anyway. Notch 1 early victory for impulsive exploration this season. Hello Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where I have just arrived in another cabin, and I had to cut the last episode pretty quickly. Oh hey, Polaroid. So that's the airfield vista. We know where that one is. I had to cut the last episode pretty quickly. So what that means is that we have an entire cabin to search. Oh, a broken arrow in the trash. Nice. We will make use of those materials momentarily. Stale granola bar. Let's go ahead and take that water. Peanut butter. Salt. Raw rabbit. Nice. I might be cooking that in just a second. Let's go ahead and pick that up. I'm just not going to go outside with it. 3 simple arrows and a survival bow. Lucky day indeed. Pinnacle peaches, candy bar, rifle ammo, water bottle, lots of stuff here.
Too heavy to carry.
Crackers. Yeah, we're going to have to do some inventory management before we leave. Antibiotics. Not bad at all. All right, nothing in the bucket. Practical gunsmithing. Ooh, I'll be reading that book. Potatoes. Potatoes. Ketchup chips. There's a lot of stuff here. Also a lot of books, which I can probably use those. As much as I hate to say this, those books are probably going to get used for fire starting. They are very, very good kindling. I wish you could go up there, but you can't. You can't actually climb ladders, even in new zones in the Long Dark, unfortunately. Okay, so am I missing anything? Ironically, in the last episode, I did miss a knife. It was stuck into the, like, wood. Oh, hello.
What have we here?
Hi. I literally have never gotten any of the new bow or rifle variants before. That was very much a first-time greeting to this baby. Okay. Sport bow. A light and durable manufactured bow. So it looks, yeah, it's about, not quite, it's a little bit more than half, but it's lighter than the survival bow, which I love. We're going to go ahead and put that back up, I guess. Man, that's freaking cool. All right, we can't put it back where it was, unfortunately, but I think we can if we rotate here. I can probably put it on a shelf. No, maybe not. We can put it on the countertop. We can, but the countertop is not being properly represented, so the bow is going to stick out in a really weird way. Okay, well that's fantastic. Let me check these drawers and make sure. Yep. I still have some cabinets that I haven't searched. Wow. That's phenomenal. So now we have a bow and a very, very, very clean revolver. Start fire. Let's go ahead and light some matches. Or light a fire. Sorry, light some matches. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm going to use one of my accelerants, just so I don't have to put up with the 60% fire start chance. I do have some reading to do as well. Okay, so as I said, good opportunity to build this fire using these books. As sad as it is, I'm not going to be doing anything with these books. And I don't see any... Oh, yep, I knew it. I knew there was one more. Let's get that. Anything else under the bed? Let's break down the cloth and make sure. No, nothing under the bed. Let's look behind the box. Not really seeing anything. Man, I'm really encumbered by all these books. Holy crap. Okay. There's also a lot of wooden stuff I could break down in here. Add fuel. Perfect. Now we are going to place the cooking skillet and cook the raw rabbit. Gonna take 30 minutes. Also, I have lots of potatoes I need to cook as well. There's frankly a lot that I can do with this fire. It might be a good time to build up cooking skill. now that I'm thinking about it. All right, that's going to take 28 minutes. Yep. Let's use our brand new hatchet. Cook the rabbit. Might have been able to make... Do I have the ability to make rabbit stew yet? I don't need it right now. Alright, so there's that. Let's also chop this up. I'll keep the one piece of coal, just in case it comes in handy at some point in the near future. Okay, cooking skillet. Lots of potatoes. They're going to take a while to cook, though. That's a long time. Makes me sad. I kind of wish I had, like, the ability to cook 2 at once on this fire, but I don't. I don't. It's not possible. Sad to say. I've already checked all those drawers. There's the survival bow. Yeah, there's nothing else here. I just need to rest after this night. Okay. Yeah, nothing really to do but pass the time on these potatoes. The main reason we're doing this is just gaining the cooking skill right now, because I can't keep every single one of these potatoes. I just have way too much food at the moment. Alright. Yeah, we're just going to pass time on these. That's a long cooking time. I wonder if the cooking time is related to cooking skill for the potatoes. I don't actually remember that. Yeah, no information given at the moment, but I am building cooking skill by doing this. So there's that, at least. Also, when I sleep on this particular night, I'm going to be in really good shape sleep-wise. Okay, we've got an hour and 24 minutes. I need more water. So let's melt some snow. It's going to take... yeah. There we go. So let's drink that. That should leave us some water remaining, and I might still be able to do something with what's left on this fire. Maybe. Kind of. Sort of. Perhaps. We can make some porridge. Although the prep time here... yeah, there's only 18 minutes remaining on the fire. It would take 20 minutes to cook. So, no, that's not happening. Okay, well in that case, what I'll do is just pull a torch. So I have one, and now I can sleep. And then we'll have to do, again, some inventory management when I leave, because there's no way I'm taking all this stuff with me. I do have an extra hatchet. I could break that down for some stuff. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that for the firewood, which I might, ironically, still end up leaving behind. Let's see what else I've got. Wow, I've got lots of cattail heads. More than I need. Drop those. I do need to read that book. I'll probably read it when I wake up and then leave it behind. I have the new simple parka, which I can harvest. Hurts my soul, but we're going to find plenty of higher quality items later on. And I would wager we're also going to find more simple parkas. Oh yeah, I found these climbing socks. Interesting that it's letting me repair at night. Is that due to the... okay. I don't know if I'm just overthinking that, but for some reason in my mind, I'm like, shouldn't that not be possible? Maybe I'm overthinking. Okay, let's go ahead and... ooh, hang on. Calories burned. That's more calories than I want to burn. Let me go ahead and eat the peanut butter, and also I'll eat the banged up pinnacle peaches. And then sleep. And hopefully the weather will be decent when I wake up, because I will have a decent amount of distance to travel. Yeah, I've picked up a ton of extras of things that I don't need extras of. Let's drop that. I am so glad that radio does not weigh anything. That is one of my favorite things so far, I have to say. Of the newer stuff that I've picked up. Okay, let's go ahead and sleep for, let's say 11 hours. We'll probably get about 10. We will definitely regain lots of condition. All of our condition while we're sleeping. That's the upside of this particular situation. And it looks like I am ready to drink some stuff. Let's go ahead and drink some water so we don't lose any condition after having just regained it all. And now, yeah, I think it would be a good time to go ahead and read the gunsmithing book. Let's knock that out. Of course, this will put us toward the end of the day. Does sound like the weather is improving. All right, let's drop that. Yeah, ironically, I might still leave that wood behind. We're going to repair those climbing socks. It's actually getting dark. Oddly enough. No, not repair. I want to harvest that. Wasn't expecting to stay here quite this long, but we found tons of stuff. Especially the sport bow. I'm so freaking excited about that. Okay, climbing socks. Anything else? I mean, I have a second wool toque that I don't need. I might be traveling by night here. We'll see how this goes. Might be tangoing with some aurora wolves in the near future. Alright, so I need to harvest this broken arrow. Looks like we are in need of something to drink. I drank most of my water a moment ago. Okay. I'm going to drop the spray paint, because right now I have no reason to use it. We're going to drop the stone as well. I have a lot. You have some scrap lead and some scrap metal that is weighing me down a good bit. But it's mainly the food at the moment, especially the old mill flour, that's causing problems. Yeah, I have nothing to drink, though, unfortunately. So, the question is, do I stay here, or do I, like, start... Because I could totally get moving and make some water along the way. I guess the best thing to do would be... If I chop this up, it would take 2 hours. I don't have 2 hours. You can chop up the chair. It'll take 30 minutes. All right, this will give me what I need to make some water. I'm going to lose a bit of condition here, but it's fine. The thirst settings, I think I kind of wondered out loud in the last episode. I have the fur firewood as well. That's nice. I kind of wondered out loud whether thirst was also up-tuned relative to Against All Odds Season 7, and it's not. I double-checked. So,
Come on, little fire.
Hunger is definitely up-tuned. You can... Are you serious? Yeah, why didn't that work? I'm just going to use more accelerant. Still only an 85% chance with accelerant. That sucks. Alright, now I'm going to get every bit of water that I can out of this fire. Unfortunately, it will weigh me down, but one thing I can do right now...
My tongue feels like sandpaper.
You'll be fine. I can go ahead and consume a bit more of the food that I'm lugging around. Including, well, I'll keep the maple syrup so I can make pancakes later, but I'm very tempted to consume that as quickly as possible. Alright, so I'm eating some stuff that's going to further dehydrate me here, but I can't be further dehydrated at the moment, at least, so there's that. We're going to lose some condition due to thirst. Alright. There's an argument for staying here another night, but the weather does look... Let's take a look. Yeah, weather's good at the moment. Assuming I'm able to... Well, hang on. Let's heat up some coffee. Drink that. Thankfully, I was just thirsty enough to get away with drinking that. Alright, so now I'm about 11 pounds over-encumbered at the moment. I do have some extra pairs of socks. That's about a pound of extra weight, which I can drop. If I harvest that, that's 20 minutes, though. 20 minutes that I don't really have. Let's chow down on a few cattails. I mean, I'm reminded a little bit of what I was saying about how there is going to be less of a sense of urgency in this series. So, like, I'm going to be pushing back in my own mind against the notion of, like, I have to leave, I have to keep moving, or I'll die. Because the truth is that I can't actually stay, especially with cabin fever turned off. But I prefer not to, even with cabin fever turned off. I don't do that so that I can just stay in one place for a long time. That's not my thinking. You know what? Let me grab a torch, too. We might not be able to keep it. Nope. Immediately blown out. Love that. Love it. Okay, let's head down here. This is the wrong route to take. This is where I needed to go. You know, I didn't finish exploring this island last time. Here's our sport bow. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's more stuff here. Definitely more stuff here. Drift Island is the name of it, evidently. I wonder why. Why is it called Drift Island? Alright, so this looks like a campsite. We've got another survival bow, oddly enough, granola bar, a snow shelter, but nothing actually on the fire. So if we hadn't found the sport bow just now, that would be a really nice find. Happily, though, I have the sport bow, so we're good. Let's keep an eye out for predators up here, though, because I really don't know how safe. Did I just hear what I think I just heard? Ooh, okay. 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 Where are you? I think they're in front of me. Not sure where they are exactly. No, they're over here. Yeah, they're somewhere. They might be on the edge. If you don't know what I'm responding to, I hear ptarmigan. They're definitely here. I just don't know exactly. You hear that? That's somewhere right in front of me. Oh, yep, I see their heads. Okay, we'll get a little bit closer. So hopefully this will go well. I need to kill 2 or 3 before they run off. You can get pretty close to them, but they're pretty tiny too, so... Are you serious? It hit the snow, not the ptarmigan? So I've noticed that actually in both attempts. In the Against All Odds Season 7 shot, remember when I was going for the ptarmigan when I was here? Like, they're sitting in the snow, and that seems like a bug. Like, they're not actually walking around on top of the snow. And so when you try to shoot at them, like, the bullet hits the frickin' ground rather than the ptarmigan. Now, I could have just been a bad shot there. But the Long Dark already has a more... This is not a first-person shooter by genre. And so the shooting mechanics are actually more challenging than the average FPS. You have to aim very precisely, especially when you have low skill with these weapons. So it's not helpful to have something that is partially burying these creatures. It's not helpful at all. Not a fan of that. Alright, well, that was a chance to get some ptarmigan. We lost it. Now it's getting foggy, which I don't like. Okay, is the cabin over there? I have lost track. Yeah, I think the cabin... Yeah, the cabin's over there. Yeah, I can see it. I'm literally looking at it. Okay. Glad I explored this island a little bit, though. Learned a little bit more about it. Wasn't the plan, but it worked out. All right, I see a bunny up ahead. Let's go ahead and get back down to the ice. Or I could sleep and see how the weather looks when I'm waking up. I could totally kill a couple of bunnies right now, but I'm not going to leave hides here. I can bring the hides with me, I suppose. Not going to worry about that just yet. I've got some pretty good gear. I don't feel a particularly strong need to min-max my survival equipment right now in terms of what I'm wearing, given the stuff that I've already found. It's just not that urgent at the moment. Okay. I am going to sleep because if I'm going to be traveling here, I want to be well rested for it. So let's bear that in mind. Looks like I'm going to get about 5 hours if I sleep now. Sounds good to me. Let's do it. Wind is staying about the same as it was. You woke up fully rested. Now, I may be able... Yeah, I can't eat the uncooked potatoes, unfortunately. But I'm going to have those crackers. And then drink some water. Still encumbered. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty salty about those ptarmigan. I was excited to bag a few, but they're sitting in the snow. It might only be in this zone, because I don't know that I've always seen them sit in the snow. Okay, those are rabbits. For a second, I thought those were more ptarmigan. Hello? You gonna let me? Okay. Huh. Some weird obstructions. Lighting is actually better right now. It was foggy, and now it's not. Shouldn't drink that coffee, though, because I drank the coffee with the intention of, like, going out. I have more coffee to cook. It's not a problem, but from a conservation standpoint, that was a waste. See if there's anything here. Not really. I did check last time as well, but I just want to double check. Okay, so where are the wolves? The nice thing about this is that I'm going to be able to beeline to that plain that I haven't explored yet. All right, the wolves are where they kind of were the second to last time I was here. Not in this series, but in the previous one. Actually, they're pretty much where they were before, now that I'm getting a closer view of them. For a second, it looked like they were closer to the fishing hut there, but they're not. Alright, so the plain is... Is that it over there? That's it over there. Okay. Grab some cattails. I'm going to take the unusual step of left-click, right-clicking here. So I'm just taking the stalks and I'm leaving the heads. Because I have so much already in the way of kindling. I don't need more. Especially given that I'm going to be mobile. And that I only have one bonus affecting my carrying capacity right now. Okay. I'm going to head straight for the plain. I do see a wolf just barely off to the left. 2 wolves. Okay, so might not be really visible on YouTube, but there's one there, and there's one there. Nothing on my right, though, at least that I can see. So the plain is straight ahead, right there. Yeah, this lake seems highly traversable, I have to say. I haven't encountered any thin ice on this lake at all. So it's more like a mystery lake type of situation where... Oh, that... I think... Yeah, that's a demon, aka a deer. They make demonic noises, so we call them demons here. But I think the one on the left... actually, they might both be. I think those are both deer. And there's the bear over there by the rocks. Right there. Anyway, plane crash. And then we're going to veer that way. I can see the tower just barely in the distance. Pretty cold at the moment. But again, one of the advantages of starting here in the airfield at the very beginning of the game is that we haven't had the world get any colder on us yet. It will get plenty colder, but right now it's not that bad. So while it is a very punishing zone, we have managed to avoid its penalties for the most part. Now here's the real question. Since I've already explored some of the cabins locally, do I go up to the other remote cabins while I'm here? I mean, I guess I may as well commit, right? All right, cotton toque. I've been talking in circles about it since the series started. Granola bar, nice. But honestly, like, lighting is good at the moment, and I kind of know the way. Sort of. I think. I could make it. I might provoke a moose or two. Oh, more fleece mittens. That's just what I needed. Thanks, game. Thank you. Nothing on the pilot. Oops, didn't mean to re-click that. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Rest in peace. Yeah, I'm going to head up to the final cabin. Because we're close enough to it. It just makes sense at this point. Plus, it's, in a weird way, it's kind of on the way back. It really is. I know that sounds ridiculous to say. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. I see some tree bridges up there. See, now I'm just going full explorer mode, which wasn't the plan necessarily for Forsaken Airfield right away, but that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So there is going to be a helicopter. Actually, I think that the chopper wreck, the other chopper wreck is more over there.
Freezing.
All right, I need to be mindful of bears, potentially. All right, we're officially losing health again. And if I'm going to make it to this particular shelter, I need to move pretty quickly. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't remember the way perfectly. I know the general direction, and I know that I'm headed in said general direction. I think I can kind of see the ridge that it's on. One of the reasons I'm grabbing extra cattails right now is just given that I know my calorie consumption is so rapid and that I'm kind of going out of my way, just making sure I have calories to cover my exit as I continue to consume all this food I'm lugging around. Okay. So I think I know there's a cave up here. I'm not going to worry about those. Yeah, this is weird. I'm leaving cattails behind. I officially have too many. I'm already encumbered. It's weird. I know. Who am I? Where's Hadrian? I know. Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay calm. It's going to be fine. I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine. There's a lot of cattails here. Remember what I was saying when we were here in Season 7? If you weren't here, I mentioned it in Episode 1 or 2. Like, there are a lot of cattails here. It's kind of goofy how many cattails there are. Okay. So I think that is a stump, not a creature. I see some saplings over to my left. What kind of saplings are we talking? Birch saplings? They look like birch, although they might be maple. Actually, I think they're more likely to be maple. Nope, they're birch. All right. Well, we're going to need them eventually. So I can see the chopper wreck up ahead. So I know which direction I generally need to move in to get to this last cabin. Yep, it's up there. Ish. Kinda, sorta. I sort of know which way to go. Yeah, I need to follow this ridge, essentially. This is such a wide open zone, especially when visibility is this good. it's disarming in some ways. Because we're all so accustomed to, I mean, if a zone is this big, we're accustomed to there being more, you know, terrain. And that's really not the case here. There's more, like, more rocks and cliffs and pathways and even buildings like Blackrock. And roads and valleys. And this is just, like, wide open and flat. And there's no terrain except the flatness of it all. Oh, this is kind of a road, isn't it? Yeah, I think this is taking me... Yeah, I recognize this. I'm kind of walking the reverse path that I took the last time I was in this area. I just need to keep going this way. Still getting that odd feeling that I hear a second set of footsteps, you know, in certain situations. It's probably just paranoia. But I'm going to have this revolver out all the same because that's the downside of not knowing where the predators are. Which, by the way, is a problem we will all be having more. There's a deer. It's a problem we'll all be having more in the coming months when they release a refresh to the wildlife spawns. They've refreshed the loot tables during the Tales from the Far Territory updates, but they haven't yet done the wildlife refresh. So that's fun. Yep, I know where I'm going. I think. One thing I haven't seen yet is the moose pond. Remember there was a pond with a moose, and I can see the airfield down there. So that's what I mean, like, we're kind of... I'm definitely going out of my way. That scared me. I'm definitely going out of my way. I need to make some improvised crampons, don't I? I really do. I'm going out of my way here, but there's still a kind of a sense of I'm following the side, like, path back around towards the airfield, and the exit we're going to take is probably the same one we took the last time we left. Unless I'm feeling even more exploratory and want to find the proper exit out. But I mean, right now at least, there's no conceivable reason that I would have to do that. At all. None whatsoever. I see a black shape up on the edge here, but I can't tell what it is. I think... Yep, that's a wolf. A couple of them, in fact. And I see the cabin that I'm trying to reach. So I'm going to try and go around them. I was honestly surprised I hadn't run into more wolves. The good news about my current situation is that I'm actually getting pretty tired at the moment. So when I get to this cabin, I should be able to sleep and then wake up in more like the middle of the day type situation. So there's that. Alright, there are the wolves. Managing to keep them at a distance. Let's go ahead and get into that cabin if I can. And you never know, there might be more goodies here. We have reasonable likelihood. We're playing on Stalker loot tables. With some down modifications too. So it's like slightly worse than Stalker. Yeah, so like they're slightly down modified. I hear ptarmigan again. I don't trust ptarmigan in this zone though. I think I'm just going to assume that in this zone, right now at least, as of November 2023. Holy crap, is it November already? What even is time? I'm just going to assume that all ptarmigan in this zone kind of spawn weirdly in the snow like that. Or maybe it's all ptarmigan that do that, period, but I've only had that problem in a way that I can remember it here in this zone. Okay, let's take a quick look around the outside here. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, let's step inside. I don't actually have a lantern yet. That's worth pointing out. Here, let's light a torch. Take a look around before I wrap up here. Alright, some more oats. Check the trunk. Ragged driving gloves. Another simple parka. Ah, told you. The oats are still floating in the air. Page. Seeing the helicopters come over the mountains again this year. I counted 3 last month and 2 already this month, always as the weather turns colder. I know they can't all be tourists, not anymore, not for a long while anyway. Alright, so we just got insomnia risk. Probably because the glimmer fog just set in outside. So that's unfortunate. Looks like there are some...
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Oh, nice. Thick wool sweater. Okay. That's an improvement. Okay, and we're going to check this container. And that's pretty much it. Oh, there's the Aurora. Saw that coming. Yeah, there's nothing else here. At least that's immediately visible. So we'll check again once I've had the chance to sleep. And hopefully I will have the chance to sleep as much as I would like to right now. It is thankfully the end of the night, so I should be able to get away with this. Let's try it. Let's see how this goes. Gonna sleep for, say, 10 hours. Not quite gonna get that many. The Aurora should end pretty quickly. Interesting. Woke up fully rested. Hypothermia risk is gone. We do have insomnia, oddly enough. But hypothermia risk is gone. So that's a shame. But let me go ahead and make sure that the save point goes through here, because I'm not sure that I actually saw it when I woke up, and every now and then they will misbehave. I'm not sure if they misbehave during insomnia. That would be cruel on Hinterland's part, but I just want to make absolutely sure. Okay, so that's it for this episode. In the next one, I am going to start making for the exit of Forsaken Airfield, because I feel like I've really explored most of the places I could have, and then some at this point, which wasn't the plan, but it's been fun. So now we head back into Great Bear proper and start looking for towers to repair in the Signal Void quest. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If you're not new here, look for the join button to get access to channel unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes drop every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.